mind with my heart. It's not enough for me to think that I'd like to have it. I have to also be able to get my heart into it, get my feeling into it. So what is it that's wholehearted? When I can integrate my thinking with my feeling, my thinking with my feeling. Not thinking this way, feeling another way, feeling this way, thinking another way. My thinking and my feeling have to be joined. That's wholeheartedness. My thoughts are saying, oh, I should be really going after this particular goal that I see in my life that I would like to have. My feelings say, oh, you're unworthy, you're not enough, and if you tried to do it, it wasn't going to work. See, my thoughts and my feelings are not in harmony. My thoughts and my feelings are not joined. So I want to make sure that if I got to choose between my thoughts and my heart, I'm going with my heart every time. If I got to choose between my thoughts and my heart, I'm going with my heart. Because my heart is more in touch with my soul than my thinking is. My thinking is more in touch with just with the things I've learned and the things I programmed myself with from the world. So your thinking is more or less just something that you've learned since you've been here, but your heart transcends it.
It's good to know.
Yeah. Have you ever had a crisis and the crisis got solved? It's sort of like you were thinking all these thoughts and you were worried about something, and at some point you let your heart take over. The situation got healed, because when your heart is in charge, everything always gets healed. But you start back to thinking about it again, so it takes you right back into the conflict again. So every day is like, you know what? I had a problem, it got solved, and the next day I had another problem. And then it got solved. The next day I had another situation come up and it got solved. And I was like, isn't that interesting that you're still basically in the same world with the same people and basically the same circumstances, but you have such different days. Have you ever thought about that? Why are you having such different days and you're doing the same thing basically with the same people more or less every day? And the truth says, well, it's the truth says, well, it is because it is because I personally have never dropped anything in my life, and I have never had that experience as long as I've lived. Okay, now. So when you leave here today, ask yourself, what can I get my heart into? What moves me emotionally? What is it that I feel? Ask yourself, how can I get in touch with my heart? Get rid of the intellectual desires. Get rid of your intellectual desires. What's an intellectual desire? It's a desire that you have with no juice behind it. It's saying I want something and you feel nothing in your body to it. You're just saying what you were taught to say, like a robot. That's an intellectual desire. That's not a real heartfelt desire. Oh, I want to have a relationship. Did you feel any kind of thrill when you said that whatsoever, or was that just something you've been told you ought to have? You want to get a lot of juice around money? Tell yourself, I don't want money, 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 I don't want money. And you'll find yourself feeling peace. Sounds crazy. Try it. Try to say, I want money, I want a lot of money, and then say, I don't want any money, and see which one of those thoughts take the pressure off of you.
Yeah. That's why your thoughts are what you are.
And right, and that's one of the things that that really jam us up. You are not your thoughts. You perceive your thoughts. You live within the body of your thoughts, and you live within the relationships that your thoughts create for you. But you are the thinker of the thought, so you are more than the thought. You know, if you were what you think you are, then there would be nothing stable about you to know. There would be nothing solid about you. There would be nothing that you could depend on if you were your thoughts. But you are the being that lives your thoughts, experiences your thoughts, and feels your thoughts. You are that being that's having the experience of your thoughts right now. And so the truth is telling us, first thing you should do then, stop judging them as bad. They're just your thoughts. You want the thoughts that give you love, or do you want the thoughts that give you fear? Most people will say, well, I want the thoughts that bring me love, right? Then that's very easy to achieve. There are a zillion different curriculums that teach you how to let go of the blocks to recognizing love. One is the Course of Love, one is the Course of Miracles, you name it. You go to your bookcase, you probably got 10 books right now that's telling you what you need to do to undo whatever you think your problem is. Isn't that interesting? That even the way out has already been given us. That we don't even have to figure that out, but we won't do it. Why? Because I want to have the experience that I have when I don't do it. Then my ego judges it and says, oh, you're just a horrible, unworthy person because you're not studying the way you should. And the truth is, I just want to have the experience that I'm having right now, even when I'm not doing it. So I just should let myself feel it and not judge myself for it. And you'll move on to the next level. Try it. Try the next week, not judging your feelings and just saying, this is the way I feel, and I'm going to feel it. You are a spiritual being who has thoughts, and you're experiencing the physical manifestations of your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs, but you are not your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs. You are a thought in the mind of God. You are a thought of God. See, I am a thought having a thought.
There you go.
I am a thought having thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts, because I didn't create myself.
No, you're a thought of God.
You know, if I bake a cake, the cake can't claim it baked itself. I baked the cake. You are here and I am here. Something created us. And what created us is what we need to get back in touch with, because we got here and forgot that we were created by love, bought into all the false ideas that we've learned. Now we think we're not the loving, innocent, powerful beings that we are. And so we're constantly trying to fix ourselves. And you're not broken. You're not broken. You're not broken.
We're not broken.
You're innocent and you're powerful. And you deserve to be happy. Period. Period. Case done. That's it for you. Thanks for listening to this much with me tonight. Taking this much in. I know it's intense, so I want to acknowledge you for even letting yourself hear it. Okay, so we're going to do the love offering, and then I'm going to do a quick review, and then you get a chance to go back out in the lab and try all of it.
There we go.
Aren't you happy? Doesn't that make you feel good? As long as you act right. The minute you don't act right, you'll see real quick that your power over me is a total gift. Is that correct, brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Right on.
Have you had the experience in your lifetime of getting your love and taking it back? That's so funny. Getting rid of the idea of guilt makes it easier to accept the truth. If you still believe in guilt more than you believe in the truth, then every time you hear the truth, you make yourself feel guilty. You think whenever you hear the truth, you should feel guilty about what you hear. Like the truth says you should be all loving, then you'll make yourself feel guilty because you know you just cussed somebody out before you came here. You know what I mean? So, not judging yourself for your feelings and seeing all your feelings as innocent is the key to going to the next level of consciousness. You won't get there judging yourself and your feelings all the time. You'll get there faster if you say, oh, this is just how I feel right now. I feel like crying right now. I'm not going to not cry because I'm afraid of how I look if I cry. You really want to, sometimes you might need one of them good old snot running out of your nose crying. Or your hair standing all over your head, you look at somebody come to your door.